Right, hello everyone. Hope everyone is well. Can everyone hear me first to make sure that we can actually be heard, which would be helpful. Can everyone hear me? In the chat, someone reply, please. We'll get going.
Oh. I don't know if you can still hear me, but there we go.
Can you hear me? Yep, I think everyone can hear me. Right, cool. Well, one person said they can hear me, so I'll take that as an assumption that everyone can hear me, so it's all right. I hope everyone's well. It's been not been a while since the last one. I think was September, so nearly a month. And I said I'll try and do it more regularly, but we've been super busy. So that's on me more than anything else. And I apologise to John. Now I've put him off for this for about 2-3 weeks. I think I keep saying, yeah, we'll do it this week, and then going, oh, I can't do it this week.
It's been closer to 2 months, but yeah.
All right, fair enough. So that's on me because we've just been so busy getting stuff ready. So we've got a lot of cool stuff coming up, which is I'm trying to use 2 computers. It's a bit funny. Yeah, we've got a lot of the cool stuff coming up. So I've just been really busy organising lots of stuff and getting lots of things ready. So today we're talking to John Chase, as everyone might know from the fan group page. John is now a legendary. Congratulate John for being a legendary Geeky Jersey collector of 105. I think said Snake Eyes.
105 as of today.
Yeah, Snake Eyes arrived today, so it's 105 jerseys. That's a lot of jerseys. My wife worked out today. If you wore the same jersey 2 days in a row, you could wear a jersey every day of the year for a whole year, and only have to wash everything at the end of the year.
Pretty close.
So that'd be pretty handy. Just wear the same jersey twice in a week, and then
I only actually know 2 people with more than me. Obviously Gary, who's the other legendary collector, and Jay. I don't know his last name, but on Instagram he's Sleeky Geeky Jay. He definitely has more than 100.
I just don't know how you put them all, to be honest. It's a lot of jerseys. So now I'm rocking Leonardo Reaper's jersey today, which for me arrived today also. It was one I've been waiting for a while. But and El Duderino's arrived for me today. And I've got a special gift one for Mega City Judges one for a mate who's a big 2000 AD fan, which I'll send him this week.
That's a really nice jersey.
Yeah, no, it's good. I do like that one. So we get back to it. Sorry, I've rambled. So congratulations, John, on your 105th jersey. Like, it's pretty mega, to be fair. I don't know how you store them or where you store them. I've got
3 closets. I have 3 closets.
3 closets worth of jerseys. That's quite excessive. I'm not complaining. Keeps the lights on. But yeah, no, that's cool, man. Like, out of them 100. Well, you've probably got more than one. But what is your favourite one out of those 105 jerseys?
It's still Cobra Commander.
Oh, you've waited for that one for bloody ages. You've pestering me.
The new neck is my favourite thing you guys have done.
Yeah, well, it's coming on a lot of other stuff as well, so that's good.
Yeah. New neck on everything. Keep saying it every time.
Well, I think there's at least one. I'm looking at another screen in front of me that's telling me a list of stuff we've got coming up. There's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At least 11 jerseys with that collar type on coming up.
Black Squadron 2 is the next one
that
I know of that's coming.
I was looking at that today, actually, while I was doing something. I was like, it looks good. It looks tidy. But, and something I will share with you all later on, which we sent off for to get feedback from them this week. I'll show you later. You've already seen it. It's a lot. So that's your overall favourite, but what are your like secondary and tertiary favourites that you've got?
The Dungeons and Dragons one you guys did already. That one was great.
Yeah,
I love
got a new one of that one coming soon.
I waited a year for it. The Luke Cage one that Chad did. I didn't buy that originally, but once I saw it in real life, I had to have one because I love the colors. It just pops. But there's so many. There's so many that just stand out. Pickle Rick was great.
Oh, I love that dude.
Lego Explorers, because of how bright it was. That one just always popped for me.
I mentioned about doing a red one of that one. Because obviously you get the red Lego dude and that, but we weren't sure. Well, we tried the Lego Night Sing and it kind of died on its ass a little bit. But we about doing a new Explorers one, like a red one. So there's a red and a blue one, but we weren't sure.
like alter the colors, because I think there were 4 or 5 colors of those Space Explorers.
Yeah, there was. Yeah. The red one's like the other most prominent one, I would say, that I remember from time.
Red, white, yellow, blue. Pretty sure there was another one.
Yeah, I'll have to look it up. Yeah, so sorry, I was sending the message. Yeah, so like, it's a fair few. Like, you're in a fortunate position because you get to see a lot of stuff anyway prior to, like, because you're on sounding board.
Keeping it secret is difficult.
Yeah, so I use some of you might know. So I use John as a bit of a sounding board for some stuff because the dude seems to never sleep. So, but there's sometimes I use him to like just to clear up ideas or make sure things are on point. So yeah, so
when you see Duke, you'll thank me because I definitely helped fix that one.
Yeah, and well, actually, most of you might know, John's a massive Jar Joe fan, hence why he likes Cobra Commanders. But I think at least the next 3 coming up around March next year, should be around March next year. Bazooka, Barbecue, and Duke. You had a hand in all. You had feedback, or I'll say a hand. You had input. There's a better word. You had input in all of those. Yeah. And we discussed those and I showed you, and it was cool. And they actually come out look really well. I'm really happy with them. I think they look awesome. So like being like it was just a matter of being a big Jar Joe fan. I used you as a sounding board for that, which is
and I think you slightly regretted that after when I sent you another 15 jersey bases with ideas.
Yeah, you did, yeah. But it's all right. They're all ideas we can use down the line, so it's all good. I think the next Jar Joe one after these ones I'm working on at the moment is Baroness is the next one I've got.
I think Destro is next, then Duke, then Barbecue.
Well, I can tell you roughly when they'll potentially all be coming out as well. Yeah, sorry, I was reading so much. Yeah, it's, Destro. Well, actually, yeah, Destro is the next one up now. So that should be around about February. Destro should be out, so you'll know. Because I've got a list of dates in front of me. Yeah, so but I think there's so Baroness will be the next one, but there's a list as long as your arm, and then also within that, I think you've seen the rough for Optimus Prime, haven't you?
For Baroness, yeah.
No, for Optimus Prime. You've seen the rough for Baroness. Did I send you? Oh, I can't remember for sure. But no, Optimus Prime is the next Transformers one up, but there are 2 Transformers jerseys coming early 2023.
I've seen the other 2 that should be coming though.
Yeah, so the next one's coming up. I'll tell you what they are. I'll tease them because then you know what they come. So Hot Rod and Starscream jerseys are coming up in 2020, hopefully early 2023. As is actually probably most of the G.I. Joe stuff, to be honest, is early 2023. Yeah, and a My Little Pony baseball jersey as well, isn't it?
On your list there, does it say when Jurassic Park is coming
out? Soon, and it is coming soon. Now, hang on. I'll just ask the boss because he's watching.
That's one I'm waiting for. I still can't see it.
No, that one is top secret. We were talking about potentially teasing it today, but it's too because people take screenshots. We don't want to tease it. We were like, people take screenshots, and we've teased it, and then it ruins it. So we're keeping that one on the wraps for the moment. But yeah, you haven't even seen that one. Like, wouldn't let you see it.
And I've asked many times.
Yeah, you wouldn't let you see it. You were close the other day, and then I completely bamboozled you with other stuff, and you forgot to ask me again. But yeah, no, yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like I was saying, obviously you've had a big hand in helping the Jar Joe stuff, which has been cool. So, and especially,
I also helped with the Black Squadron too.
Which one?
I also helped with Black Squadron too.
Yeah, Black Squadron. Yeah, but
that's the reason it's going to have that new color.
Yeah, John is the reason it's going to have that new color. Because that one I had drawn a while ago, and we just never did. I never did anything with it. And then I think I was just going through stuff one night, and I was like, actually, let's get this one going again and get this one out.
We needed a Star Wars one for May 4th.
Yeah, May 4th's a while away.
No, that's why we did Black Squadron.
Oh, that's why we did
Star Wars design for May 4th, and you already had it done.
That was it. Yeah, that was right. Yeah, because it was a matter of just tidying up that design. But yeah, so So John is a good thing. So I've been told, I've just been told. So we mentioned Jurassic Park. Jurassic Park is coming for Christmas. So that's when that one will be released. So because so there's lots coming up. But if anyone's interested on the chat, if anyone really wants to know, I haven't really keeping an eye on the chat, people, so I apologise. Jay might be joining us. John seems to think I've buried him in the back garden, but I haven't. He lives the other side of Milton Keynes now, where we live. But
Jay moved out like a year ago and hasn't been on a chat
no one's
since,
heard from him since.
Because he's too busy playing football. He's not dead and buried in the back garden.
No, he is too busy coaching football and stuff. But he said he might come on short soon. So if he comes on, he's going to ruin all my screen setup, which is awesome. So I think before you ask me loads of questions, I think if does everyone want to hear the list of stuff that we have coming up? I can't give you exact dates, but I can tell you the list of stuff that's coming. People in the chat, tell me if you want to hear it, and I will tell you what's coming up.
I have the list of ones you gave me that are coming soon that I posted on both fan groups, on the Geeky Jersey fan page and on Geeky Jersey Unleashed. So Miskatonic 3 should be shipping this week.
Oh yeah, shipping updates. Yeah, so you've got those. So you can read those out. And
that's the oldest jersey that we're waiting on.
Yeah.
Rogue Squadron 2.0 should ship in 1 to 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Troglodytes in 3 to 4 weeks. And Galaxians shortly after that.
Yeah, so a Miskatonic is the last one of the delayed amount of jerseys that we had, if I remember rightly. Once we got to that one, we knew that we were pretty much back to near a normal schedule of releases. So that's so if once that one's up, we're close to where we should be. So so that'll be back, and then after that we've just following on. I have so I'll tell you that in a second. So I'll go through this stuff. So in terms of like stuff coming up, I think Amit Island Sharks one's gone already. I think, or is it still coming up? But I'm back to the next one. So I know this has been a question loads from people and everything that, and the Back to the Future jersey, and we had an issue with it where it had to go for extra approvals. So we kind of put it out and then had to withdraw it because it had to go for approvals and stuff, and then it had to become more of a licensed jersey. So what I've been told, so Back to the Future, for people who missed it or when it came out, it will be a licensed jersey now. But that should be hopefully shipping next week. Right. So I know it's been a long while, but Back to the Future should be shipping next week, and people will receive, the people that ordered it previously will receive theirs, and then obviously there'll be the licensed ones as well. So there'll be the people that ordered, they'll have their orders fulfilled, and then the licensed jerseys will follow as well. I think that was a similar thing with Amit Island Shark. We had the same problem. We had to go for extra approvals. And so that we honoured the people that had bought those prior to that having to be pulled, and then we put it back out again, and that'll be a licensed version as well.
So Back to the Future and Miskatonic 3 were the two I hear most.
Yeah, I know. I see it.
Where is it? Why is it here?
For those who, I don't know how many people on the chat, but for those who are on the chat and have ordered it and have said about it on the fan group, like obviously it was kind of out of our control at that point because it had to be. There are other, then a lot you find with a lot of the movie ones that we've been doing. There are enough. There's not just a studio level of approval. There's like production houses level of approval as well, so it has to go through lots of things. Like prime example, the Dudes or El Duderinos had to go, actually went to Jeff Bridges to be approved. So it's kind of, there's another level of approval that it has to go through, not just the studio or the license holder. So that's where that but we're aware of that now, so we make sure we do it. So so the rest of the stuff. So Back to the Future's coming. Jurassic Park is also coming. Like we said, at Christmas. We've got an ET jersey in the works. It's coming up. Also, I think people have seen the Man at Arms jersey.
Yep.
She-Ra's on its way. Beastman one's on its way. Also, an actual He-Man jersey, one of He-Man. We haven't actually done a He-Man one. That's coming as well. And Grayskull's also coming, which I think I've shown previously as well. So they're kind of all the ones coming there. But we've got all the Miskatonics apparently shipped today, I've been told. So that's cool. But then even in the list of stuff that we've got coming up, on the list I've got in front of me, I know for well, a new Chucky jersey's coming, fully licensed Chucky jersey, which I am literally finishing off. Should have it in for review next week. There's a new Halloween jersey, which is already gone. There's a Alfred Hitchcock The Birds jersey coming, which looks amazing.
Yeah.
Alarian did the work on that. It looks fantastic. It looks so good. There's a Tremors jersey Alarian also, one of the guys Alarian also worked on, which I'll show you later and tease that with you guys. A new Hannibal Lecter jersey, which I haven't decided whether or not I want to do that one yet because I did the previous one, so I'll think about it.
Is that a new one, or is it just a licensed version of the one we already have?
No, it'd be a new one. I'll just do a complete fresh one. But I might not do it. I might see if one of the other guys wants to do it. And then we've got the whole... So the Universal Monsters project that I've mentioned before, that's coming. I've just got to divvy up who's doing what one. So we're all going to... like myself and the other designers and the other designers we use, or illustrators we use, we're going to... so we're going to pass around. So I was reading a message from the boss. We're going to pass around, like, so I might do Dracula, someone else might do Frankenstein, someone else might do like Gilman, and we're all going to have this. So everyone's not going to look like the same thing. Everyone will be its own different thing and look different. So they almost like they could be in a league of Universal Monsters almost. King Kong, which I've seen, I think you've seen that as well. Did I show you that one? Yeah. So
that's beautiful.
That looks awesome as well. Like Fabian has done a beautiful job on that. King Kong designs coming. Also Scarface, which I think you have seen that one, which I've done.
Yep.
That's coming also, which, funnily enough, it was kind of a resurrection of something we did years ago. And we were looking at it, and then we were discussing this a few weeks back, and I was like, I want to revisit it now. And after going on the asset bank and stuff and finding shoulder patches and whatever else related to Scarface, I redrew. It's quite nice. I'll show it once we release it. I'll show it. I'll show you the original drawing I did years ago, and then the drawing I've done now. And there's no comparison. The original drawing is shit, for lack of a better word. But but it looks so much better now. It just looks awesome. I teased it on my Instagram, a little bit of an Instagram. People have seen it. It looks great.
I wonder if you went through all of your computers and found all those designs that you half did and never finished.
There's loads of them. The iPad's full of them. The things I've started, and I even got asked about the scare glow design I started because we were going to do it so it glows in the dark. But we kind of went down a different route with the He-Man stuff using the classic style illustrations. So I've got to just kind of figure that out in that style. But yeah, I was being asked about that the other day. But yeah, so that's another one that's beyond. But also there's a Trapjaw one coming as well. I've got a Trapjaw one I've done.
I ordered a New Era hat that's being produced, and it has that glow-in-the-dark thread on it.
Yeah. So
far I've only seen, like, the digital work-in-progress images, but once it actually shows up...
Oh, it looked cool. It literally be the skeleton face of him and that and his bones. But we were going to try this on... we were going to try the Scare in the Glow stuff on... what was it called?
Was it Dracula?
No, it was a Nickelodeon thing called Invader Zim. So I was going to try the Glow in the Dark stuff in the Invader Zim jersey, which never saw the light of day, unfortunately.
I remember correctly, Invader Zim was the only jersey that ever got pulled because nobody wanted it.
I don't think we ever put it out. I don't think we ever showed it to anyone. I think
way back, the Invader Zim came out. I think it was up for a week or two, and then it got pulled because I think nobody wanted it.
Oh, wow, I don't know. I can't remember if we did put it out. There might have been one version. The version I know the version I did, we never put out there.
No, I think it was an older.
Yeah, no, the version I did looked cool. I don't know about the other one. I don't remember seeing it, but the one I did, I was happy with it. But it just ain't seen the light. Well, it might see the light of day one day, but not right now. Yeah, so we've got. I've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, so there's a lot of stuff coming that side, and even I can give you a list of a rundown of other things that are coming up. So coming up quite quickly. So we've got obviously like Snake Eyes is out because John's wearing it. And then we've got I think I teased this before, like Gelatinous Cube jerseys coming, like the Death Sponge, which was awesome. And then we've got another D&D logo style jersey coming, but it references
83, I think, right?
Yeah, the 83. I think I've spoken about it. It's 83 references the 83 box set, so it's red and white and stuff. It looks really nice, actually. Not Blind Man Trump.
There's another D&D one. I don't know. If
we got. We can. Yeah. So we've got. Hang on, I can't remember what it's called now. Beholder's coming as well.
Yes.
That'll be out before the end of the year as well, hopefully. And also a Monopoly jersey should hopefully be ready for the end of the year as well. Christmas might be very expensive for people in terms of jerseys because there's at least 4, and what else we've got coming, but there's at least 4, around 5 with Jurassic Park around Christmas time. So.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how many of other people are in Canada, but the exchange rate here is horrible.
Oh, sorry,
right
the exchange
now.
rate's horrible here as well, so I feel your pain. And then, like going into next year, we've got things like Magic the Gathering, My Little Ponies, Hot Rod, Starscream, Destro, Bazooka, Barbecue, Duke. Like, there's tons coming up, and then even going forward into the rest of next year, we've got there's another Power Rangers jersey on the way, which I've seen. Chad's working on it currently. It looks awesome, and it's going to be a lot of gold thread on that one. It's going to be fantastic. Optimus Prime, as I've mentioned, is in I've literally will hopefully finish that next week. Baroness is all I think. So Optimus Prime jersey, the base is all designed, but the stuff it's done. All right, yeah, I'll tell that in a minute. And then we've got Baroness, and then there's an Owlbear jersey which I've done the drawing for. I've just got to make it. Maybe, and then we've got other D&D ones we're looking at, like the Fighter, the Rogue, the Warlock, and things. And just lots of other Transformer stuff. So Bumblebee, Soundwave, Power Rangers like Lord Zed. There's another one's been looked at. So we've got there's loads of stuff coming up into the back end of next year. We've got enough to keep going for ages. And that's just on the Hasbro side of things as well. Like I said, the NBC stuff. There's a ton of stuff that we can.
Pretty sure I've submitted over 1,000 ideas at this point.
Yeah. But there's even more He-Man stuff coming as well. I've got designs for Sorceress, Trapjaw. Who else have we got?
Trapjaw's already designed. I've definitely seen Trapjaw.
No, you've seen where I was playing about with it. I've just got to finish it off. What else was there? I want to do a Hordak one as well. There's tons. The Hordak one's going to be real cool, black with white and red and blue on it. So it's going to look quality. So there's lots of stuff coming up. So start saving your pennies, people, because or your dollars, as it were, because there's a lot coming.
I think 3 Kevin Smith jerseys have come.
Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot to mention that. There's all the Kevin Smith stuff coming as well. So there's at least another 3 that have been submitted for samples that I sent off.
I've seen a couple. They're nice.
Yeah, I've sent them.
Those hurt the pocketbooks so much.
Yeah, so I sent them off last week before, I think, for samples to be made. I've just been told that the Grayskull sample arrived today at the office, so that will be sent off and hopefully approved. The sample will be approved and that can go. I've just been told it looks solid, so it's going into production. The Invader Zim 01 version, this is for verbatim what the boss said. That was the 01 version, and it was complete rubbish. We pulled it because we wanted to.
I remember I didn't even order it. I love Invader Zim, and I remember seeing it, and I'm like, I can't believe somebody wanted this.
I might post the Invader Zim logo I did on my Instagram just to tease it. But that, like I said, that we were going to use the glow in the dark material on that, the fabric on that, but we're going to save it for a Scareglow one because the Scareglow one would just work perfectly for it. If we can get it in the right position, the skull and that on the skeleton all glowing up, it's going to look amazing. So so there's a lot of stuff coming, a lot of stuff coming. So start saving those pennies, people. But we also another news as well. We've got a license for Evil Dead as well. So there will be a Deadites jersey coming at some point, which will be cool. Which John has sent me loads of reference for when I mentioned it to him. He sent me a ton of stuff. And someone mentioned Godzilla on the Facebook group, and it's something we're looking at. We know a guy who knows a guy who knows a guy, so we're trying to get that organised. So that should hope.
And that's the original Godzilla or the new movie Godzilla?
I think it's the original one. So I need to know the ins and outs of the license. I was just told that it's in discussion, and if we can get it, awesome, and we can do something cool with that as well.
That'll look great. Yeah.
That might be one that I bat Fabian's way because I think he'll do an amazing job of it. It would look awesome.
He was the one that did Godzilla or King Kong, right?
Yeah. So if he does it that way, it's gonna look the nuts. If he does it he's so good, he's so good. But what's good at the moment is we've got a lot of different. We've got Illyrian stuff looks vastly different to what near kind of what I do, but vastly different to what I'm doing. And then Fabian's stuff looks even vastly different to that as well. Just different levels of stuff, and Chad's looks different to that. So we've got all these nice variations of things that, like, it's not just myself doing the same stuff and using maybe side like tied riffs of things that I've done previously. We actually got different mixture of designs. Like that Birds one I showed you, it looks fantastic. It looks so good. And the Tremors one I'll show you guys shortly also looks good as well. So, and we'll move on to that. You can always
tell Malarian jersey because it's sublimated.
I'll tell him that. Yeah, but it's just I'll just give him free reign to do what he wants. The Bird one probably will be slightly later down the bottom, but it looks good though. But
it looks incredible. Yeah, it's well done.
So like I'll pass on to you because you've got questions to ask, haven't you?
What, I do questions?
Yeah, you've got questions to ask me apparently from what you sent me yesterday.
Yeah, I actually got answers from the boss though.
Yeah, you get answers. Do you want to go through them first?
Yeah, so I'll go through Sean's questions first.
So we have the boss has answered some questions that John sent across to him.
They're not super detailed, but I got some answers.
Yeah, you got some answers.
So first one was, when will the new website launch? Because I think we've been hearing about it for about 3 years. He said, coming very soon.
I've been told that it's nearly done. From my understanding, there's some tech stuff that's being figured out with it, but I should have something to look at soon.
I said,
we'll have a link to
could we get a full archive section on the website where every old jersey design is displayed so that we could go back and see, like maybe even back all the way to the Rink Gear days? He said you and him have actually been talking about it.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, like a gallery of old stuff and that. Because again, like in that kind of stuff, it's quite good. I was working on a project this week, but it's quite good. It's like having a digital sketchbook. So you go back. Like doing the Geek Show stuff's quite good because I go back and look at my old stuff and I look at how I was drawing then to how I'm drawing now and doing things now, and it's nice. No, I keep sketchbook stuff, but it's nice to see that advancement of my skills improving over the last 10 years. So it'd be horrific for some of the designs because I'd be like, that's fucking awful. But then it'd be good for other stuff because I get to see how I progressed
and how the improvement
and how we've progressed as a company, like things we've tried and things that might not have worked, but then things that have really worked well. I mean, going at that point, that was another level that we've reached, and then we've moved on from there, and then we've got then when we started doing licensed stuff, then we moved on from that. So it's good to see that kind of progression through where we've been and where we've come from and where we're at. So it's quite nice.
I looked it up the other day. I started with Geeky Jerseys in March, so it'll be March this year coming up. It'll be 10 years. So I get to look back at some of those jerseys I bought back then and see how they differ to the ones we get now. And there are some big differences in the art style and the quality of them for sure. The next question I have, I think we'll need you to answer this one. It's about the website as well. It says, will the new site have an in-production section like I post on my fan page?
Yeah.
Where I keep all the jerseys that have closed, the date they've closed, so that people can see what's
to be fair, you do an awesome job of as well. It's good.
Well, it's one of the things people complain about the most, and I often hear people, it's like, I've been waiting 6 months, and I'm like, but that jersey closed 2 months ago, so you're not waiting 6 months.
Yeah.
So it's just good to have that information somewhere where you can see it.
Yeah, for sure. That's good.
So if there's a chance to add that to the new site, I think that's an important section for everybody.
Yeah, no, that'd be good. That's a good idea.
Another one from Sean. I said, Geeky Jersey used to do voting brackets where we'd get to pick the jerseys. And I asked, how come you guys don't do that anymore? He said that they would bring it back sometime.
Yeah, I think...
Because it was cool. Like, you guys used to put up, 8 jerseys, and then we
we did it with Star Wars and games of Game of Thrones. We'll do. I think we'll do it at some point. We just haven't had anything within the same kind of, other than He-Man. But then they're all going to get made, so it wouldn't really be worth doing. But we
can maybe do it for a custom, right? For one of the custom options, put up 8 customs and let us whittle it down once a month. We could
do it that way. Yeah, there's a way to do it again. It's just we haven't done it, and it was good fun. I saw all the Game of Thrones stuff the other day. Actually, I was looking for something that it popped up in my cloud service. And I was like, oh crap, I forgot about that. I want to use that flame
So
background.
next one, will you make more stickers, and how do you decide which stickers to make? So for maybe my last 10 jerseys, the only sticker I get is the Geeky Jerseys logo one. We don't get the crest ones anymore.
Yeah.
So more stickers are coming, but he never answered how do you decide which ones to make.
I don't know. I don't. Sean decides which one he wants to get, what ones he gets made. He just sends me them and goes, "Look what we've got," and I'm like, "They look really cool." So
I still have an envelope full of them. I said, in the future, would it be possible to get the collector series tags randomized? And he said, we can do that because the cat makes an appearance. Somebody circle it on the bingo card. Because all whatever I order my jerseys, I always get around the same number. And I notice other people typically, because they're done by size. So it'd be cool if you just tossed all the tags into a box and then randomly picked them out when they throw them on.
That makes sense.
So if you order a Kevin Smith jersey, you might have a chance at getting number 37. Yeah. Or if you order, a G.I. Joe, you might be able to get 82 or something.
So Teddy just mentioned about in the chat about sticker packs. We have discussed that, and I do have label designs for sticker packs. But I think again, it'd be something like at the moment we're not chase tatters. We've just got a lot of stuff coming in and that we're doing. But I think for next year, I think that's something we'll look at as well. So we'll be able to sell the sticker packs.
I love the stickers. I think a lot of people love those.
Yeah,
stickers.
Yeah, they're cool. I've got them all on the back of this laptop on a case, and I use them for all kinds of stuff. The quality. I've got more today as well, actually. Which is cool.
So the last one I had for Sean is actually surprising. The answer surprised me. I asked how many jerseys does he have, and he said,
well, loads because he owns a company.
He actually said he's not a legend yet, so he doesn't own 100
No, he doesn't
jerseys.
own 100. No, I don't own 100 either. I can tell you that now.
Which is just surprising for me that, I would have assumed he would have kept one of every jersey that he had made. He'd have a garage with...
when he goes to hockey, I think he wears a different one every time he plays hockey.
I mean, you'd have to.
Well, I used to as well. That's exactly what I used to. It's wear a different every week. I'd wear a different jersey, and people are like, "Oh my god!" And I was like, "Yeah, I've got many."
All right. So now I'm getting to the Andy questions.
Go.
I guess we'll follow it up with how many jerseys do you have?
I don't actually know. There's loads in a box upstairs. There's 4 sitting in the room that I'm in at the moment. I've got this one on. There's a load in the loft that I've archived away in a special box. I've got loads. I don't know, maybe 30, 40, maybe. I don't know. Maybe more.
Right.
Maybe more. I'm not really sure. I can't say for sure. I'm gonna have to
count.
I was going to try and count them before because obviously he sent me this question the other day. I was going to try and count, but I haven't had a chance to.
All right. So geeky jersey packaging is sort of revealing, especially the new one with the blue logo on it.
Yeah.
I wonder if if there have been any thefts because of it.
Have no idea.
No, I think I should have asked that question.
Yeah, it'd probably
to
be
Sean.
a boss-related question because he would get any insurance claims that come through and stuff. But I have no idea.
Because I have heard people say, my jersey got lost in shipping, and I often wonder, is it a mailman who sees geeky jerseys on it, knows what it is, and it falls off the back of a truck?
Yeah, it could very well be. You've probably just given loads of people ideas now, though. But it could very. Who knows? Some stuff, if it ever goes missing in a post, it could genuinely go missing. Or generally, I always think if things go missing in the post, someone's nicked it. Even in the UK, if something you order goes missing in the post, you know full well that someone's probably half-inched it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's as big there, but porch piracy is getting big over here.
Oh yeah, it happens. It happens here all the time. I have a camera out front of my house, and always abuse all the Amazon drivers of just leaving shit out the front of my house. It's why are you leaving it out the front of my house? You used to give it to my neighbour.
I mean, I pretty much only wear jerseys all year round, so anybody who knows what a geeky jersey is and sees me in them is going to see that big logo on the package on my front step, right?
But yeah,
so I often work, but I do have a camera on
but
my front door.
There used to be non-branded ones, so the same thing could happen again. You just got to look at the address and where it's come from, I suppose, and then you just make sense. I always get other than fair, stop chewing the label, get off. Other than stop chewing the laces. Other than I just get robbed by the customs. Customs rob me of loads of money because these got delivered today, no custom charge. The last jerseys I got, custom charge. It's why are you just picking and choosing when you charge me customs, arseholes? But that's more to do with our that's Brexit for you.
Yeah.
And all the other shit that is ruined. Anyways, let's move on.
All right, this one's definitely for you. Geeky Jerseys used to make costume jerseys. Costume jerseys are my favorite, but
they're not mine,
anymore.
so I don't do them.
How come?
They're not mine. I
I
don't
want
do
more
them.
costume jerseys.
No, what have I done recently? I've done a costume one recently. The Bluntman and the Chronic ones are costume ones.
Oh yes, those did happen.
So I did, like, if there's a reason for them, or like Deadpool one was kind of costumey because his like uniform kind of suited stuff. But it's more like, does it suit? But even to a degree, even the He-Man ones kind of are, because they kind of follow maybe like the patterns of maybe what they're wearing. Like the Man at Arms has got like yellow lower sleeves and stuff to match, and upper yellow shoulders and stuff to match what he's wearing. So it just depends. I don't particularly like them, but I get why people like them, and I don't not do them. It just depends whether it fits what I'm trying to do.
I think the licensing, that crappy L word, I think it gets in the way too, because most of the costume jerseys are superhero types.
Yeah,
we don't really have those licenses.
No. Yeah, the L word's the lovely L word.
Oh, I hate that word so much.
I'm not going to say it because it's on the bingo card, so I'll just say the L word.
If you could make any design you wanted without the dreaded L word, what would it be?
Oh, I don't know. Warhammer one that I did because it was awesome. And I loved it.
But I think I remember seeing that way back.
Yeah, it looked cool. I was looking at it the other day. I was like, there's so many other cool ones I could do as well. But yeah, that one. The Angry Birds one. We nearly had that one in the bag as well. I need to probably actually chase that or follow that one up. Yeah, there's loads. Obviously, comic ones and Marvel ones and stuff, again, would be cool, but we'll see where we get with that in a couple of years. But DC ones as well.
Yeah, I'd want a Green Lantern one forever.
Superhero ones are like, they are the ones you want to make, you know what I mean? Because they are cool, and so you'd want to do something.
Those are the ones that tend to lead to costume design a lot more.
Yeah, because they're obviously what their uniforms and that, and their costumes inform design-wise inform what you're trying to achieve. So you can get away with that. But yeah, I don't know. I just like doing all the stuff that we do. I just enjoy it. Just like drawing and stuff. It's cool fun. Oh, Becky, come back.
The last one that is directly related to you.
Yes.
And I've mentioned this to you before. I said we should take a look at previous jerseys, see what colors are used the least, and try to make some designs in those colors. Like, we have a lot of black, we have some white, red makes appearance often enough, but we don't have a lot of blue.
There's a nice purple one coming.
We have 3 purples and now a 4th one. Like, not a lot of greens either.
We've got a green one coming. The Monopoly one's green.
So yeah, it'd be cool to get some.
Yeah, it's just because but then the colours are dictated by the things that we're doing. So, like, for example,
we could always find something for green. We could do Robin Hood.
Starscream one is like that, the greyish colour that he is. It's like a grey purple colour that Starscream is. So it's that kind of colour.
I'm not saying if you're looking for a Transformers jersey that's green, Devastator is very green.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. Okay. Cat's back. It's dictated by a lot of what the IP is, or what we design wise we're doing. Like saying, like the Beholder's purple. Gelatinous Cubes are blue colour now. It was originally not green. Was it originally?
No, it was green. It was like 3-color green.
Yeah, it's like a blue colour now because they wanted to change colour scheme.
It's closer to Miskatonic 3.
It's in terms of the blues and tones. Yeah, that's probably about right. But yeah, there's something to take. Like, again, it's usually dictated by what the property is, really. Yellow Rocket. It depends. What it's kind of dictated by the property half the time.
Is your cat named Rocket?
Yeah.
I have a dog named Rocket.
Just before anyone thinks, oh my god, he's going to put Rocket isn't a password for anything I do. So just people like fishing for pets' names and shit.
Yeah, that's not his password, and Jay is not buried in the backyard.
No, he's not. No.
That's what he tells the police every time they come looking.
Yeah.
All right, so the next questions are more of like that sort of funny type. Well, maybe you want to show some jersey designs first?
Yeah, I'll show you something in a second. Bear in a second.
Not sure what you're authorized to show, but I know
I'm only showing one, so.
Ah.
But I'll show the Tremors jersey. Oh, we did have a discussion about potentially showing Jurassic Park one, but then we decided not to.
Is that just because I wanted to see it really bad?
One, because you want to see it. Two, because people take screenshots and we want to kind of keep it as much under wraps as possible until it's released. So, but what I'll do is I'm just going to flip screens. We should, I'm using the wrong bloody mouse. We should still be able to hear each other once I go to it. So this is what we're doing, what we've submitted for the Tremors design. It's likely to change. There's the caveat, depending on any amends. Careful, he's knocking models over. It's likely to change depending on any feedback from the license holders. So I'll just go show you this now. So this is the Tremors design as it stands. I can't move it around too much because it would thing. So I can't really zoom in too much because it'll mess everything up. So you're gonna have to just deal with it at the size it's at. But yeah, so it's called the Graboids or Perfection Graboids. This was done by Alarian. It looks lush. I like the little touches, a bit of sun and stuff, and the gradient for the background. He's done a really nice job. Yeah, so that's the proposed design for Tremors design. So what are people thoughts on that?
Yeah, I still think that one looks great.
Yeah, it looks cool, man. I like it. He's done a really good job. I sent it to him and I said, "No, I've got a Tremors design for Tremors jersey." And he's like, "Okay, what is that?" I guess I've never seen that movie. I'm like, watch the movie and then just do something straight off the back of watching the movie. And he did. And he messaged me back going, "It's a great movie. I loved it." And then he sent the design a few days later. So it's cool. But no, he did a really good job of it. And like the street breaking and stuff, and that was really nicely done as well. I'm not sure if the name on the back, you can't really see it there, it's all a bit jaggedy and stuff. But again, I'm not sure if that would be the name that stays because we'll have to go back through. There's an approved like editorial list of things we can use on the back of jerseys, and people's names usually aren't what we can use because they can't, not copyright, but they can't editorially copyright a name. So so just so people I'm trying to think of an example. So on Back to the Future, on Back to the Future, I think we couldn't use McFly because the name can't be copyrighted. I think, or did we use McFly? I can't remember. But I can't remember.
No, you used the license plate, I think.
Yeah, I think we used Out of Time in the end on the back because you can't.
Which was my idea.
Yeah. It was on it was on the approved editorial list. John was like, use that, and I was like, if it's on the list, I'll use it. We couldn't use McFly because it's a name, and half the time in the editorial list, you can't use names because obviously someone could have that name. Do you know what I mean? So we couldn't use that because they can't copyright that kind of stuff, but they can copyright, say, Out of Time the way it's spelt because it's their thing. So.
And because the Back to the Future jersey is the DeLorean jersey, it's not like the McFly or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
It fits to have the license plate on the back.
But when we come around to doing like my McFly jersey, which I have a sketch for, when we come around to possibly doing that one, or in a Doc Brown jersey and things like that, like then we have to try and figure a way of doing that without kind of trying to get that in there, because that's where that problem will arise and it causes an issue. But yeah, so that's the Tremors one. As it the wrong mouse again. So that's the Tremors one as it stands at the moment. It's cool, man. I love it. Like, it's really good. And again, it's official, so you got Fish Tremors logo and that in there and stuff. New collar on there as well. I did take when
collar and everything.
Yeah, when Alarian sent it over, he didn't have anything in the diamond or in the hexagon in the middle. So I took the little skull out of the middle of the Graboid's mouth and put it in there. So I thought it was a nice touch. But then, I probably should have been able to show you the Haddonfield Slashers one. I'll save that for another day. But even on that one as well, we've used the same collar, and I've used stuff from the component library, from the asset bank and put a thing in there, which looks really cool. Actually, it works really nice in that space. But yeah, so that's that one there.
Because only Cobra Commander has it, I don't know how many people own Cobra Commander. That logo that's on there is stitched in. Like when Andy got his,
it was sublimated. The sample I've got is sublimated, and we were
it's
like,
a sublimated image. But when I got the real one, it's stitched in, and it just makes it look so much more premium to have that stitched logo like right here on the neck.
So the one I've got sublimated, as I'm saying, and I was like, oh, it's sublimated, and then I remember messaging Sean going, are they going to be sublimated or is it going to be stitched? I said, no, it's stitched. It's just a sample to see what would work best. So I've got one of those unicorn jerseys that is actually different to the actual final thing.
Like when Black Squadron 2 comes out, it's going to have the Imperial logo like stitched right here on the neck.
Yeah, it's going to look awesome. Nice, man. It's going to look really good. But yeah, there's lots of just lots of cool stuff coming up. It's just going to be awesome. So also we've got giveaways for today. We haven't done a giveaway for a long time. There will be quizzes and stuff. I apologise about the quizzes. I know we said we're going to do it, and I apologise to Mike about the quizzes as well. It's all on me because I just haven't had a chance to find a date to do it. I need to send an email back to Mike and the boss to say I can do this date, and we'll do a quiz so we can do giveaways and stuff as well. But that's purely on me. I've just been too busy.
Everybody needs to know how busy you are. You have 3 full-time jobs. You work at the university.
Yeah.
You are the lead designer for Geeky Jerseys, and you spend 95% of your time dodging messages and phone calls from me.
Yes.
So,
and with a band and with everything else I do.
Yeah. Plus, you got the band. What's it called? We Are Taylor Swift. Where you do Taylor Swift cover song.
We Are Taylor Swift, but we did do a Taylor Swift cover song just for you.
I know. And I couldn't post it. I've been trying to get videos to post because I think everybody would love to see you guys play.
We've got we have a gig on the 19th of November, I think it is. So we'll have loads of videos from that because we're going hardcore with social media to try and get loads of stuff out there.
I've been wanting to post something so the Geeky Jerseys fan can see you play.
Yeah, can't send the practice videos because we're making mistakes and having a laugh. So it's got to be perfect. But yes, so just very busy. So it's purely on me why we haven't done the quiz stuff, and I apologise to Mike for that. That's my bad. But I'll email him this week. But anyway, so we're going to do giveaways. John, you can pick. You can randomly pick some people from the chat.
I can't actually see the chat.
Oh, can't you? Okay, well I'll pick some. Well, what we do is we'll do it as the best questions. So I'll find some questions off the chat, everyone. And what I'll do is John can pick what he feels is the best question. So I'll pick 3 good questions. So I'm going to read through the chat and then John can pick which one. Scott Pilgrim would be good. And I think we potentially, someone's just put Scott Pilgrim jersey would be good. I think we might be able to get, because it's a universal thing, so we might be able to get a license for that. I have asked about it actually.
It's really cartoony, so it would.
Yeah, no, it totally work.
It
100% work. Right, I'm trying to find a question that will. Right, what we do is, so someone's put, so you play Shake It Off. Yes, we play like a rock punk version of Shake It Off, which sounds more like Chasey Lane by Bloodhound Gang, but we kind of dip into that for the rude bits and then dip back into Taylor Swift song.
I do actually have a video of that.
You do, it's good.
And for the right price, I might be able to post it.
You can post it if you want to. Andy's band, I like that one. Andy's band's name, If You Get a License. No, it's not. But if you want to look at it, it's MK Reviver on Facebook. I'm plugging all my other shit as well on the podcast as well. I'll plug that in a minute as well.
What episode's out today?
Right. Oh, so here's a question. Right. So here's a good question. So well, there's one that said about what's the stats of the Geeky cap stock. I have no idea if that's the answer to that one. Whose design style is your favourite? That is a very good question. I don't know. I just like good design, which is a really generic answer. But it's like I said, the Birds design, which might be able to show next time out, it is amazing. And then, but like the stuff Fabian sends me, like the King Kong design is
King Kong.
It's exactly what I thought he would do with it. And
when that gets launched, people are going to lose their minds because that's a beautiful design.
And he nailed it, and it looks great, and he just everything about it. I sent him all the reference, and I knew that is the best. If that was me doing it, that's the pose I would have gone for. So I kind of thinking that's the pose he'll go for, which is most like more dynamic pose from the reference material and things. But like when I got it, I was like, no, it's perfect. There was bits I needed to add all the scars and things for the studio for the licensors, because I'll be like, where he needs his scars on his face. He added the scars and stuff, but it was perfect. So yeah, it's hard to say whose favourite design style is. Like, I love all the ones come through. Like, stuff that Chad does is excellent as well. Like, so good. I know I've been blowing up favouring Valerian, but stuff that Chad does is amazing as well. Like the Power Rangers jersey looks beautiful.
He did Luke Cage. He did
the
Indiana
Luke Cage
Jones.
one looks lovely. Like, it's so, like, he's done an Indiana Jones one and Terminator one and this Strange Thing. Like, the detailing is fantastic. They look so good. And like the Strange Thing ones, he got the lighting and everything perfect around Eleven's head and stuff. It just looks fantastic.
He's doing some of the new Transformers one, isn't he?
No, he's focused on the moment on the Power Rangers. I'm on the Transformer ones at the moment. That's me. So it's hard to say, but that is a good question. So bag that one. We've got that one. And so another question: how do you make? Oh, hang on. How do you make the decision on what IPs you want to make and gain a license for them? Sometimes, so for example, with say the NBC stuff, like there's certain, or even Hasbro stuff, there's certain things that we know we definitely want, like Transformers, G.I. Joe, Dungeons and Dragons, Magic the Gathering stuff, because people have requested those previously, and so we've kind of like, oh, why don't you make this jersey? Or Power Rangers, why don't you make a Power Rangers jersey? So that's once we kind of in conversations about the license, we'd be like, right, so these are the kind of the things we would like to get license agreements for, and then that goes through. They have to run that up the flagpole and get approvals and stuff and so forth. And so it generally goes that way. But we know that when we go into stuff, we generally have an idea. So I was saying with NBC, like they have Scott Pilgrim, and we've got a list of NBC stuff that we could play with, and which I think we've pretty much covered now. Other than Rocky and Bullwinkle, we've got a license for that as well, and I've got to do stuff with that. But we know, so we've kind of tapped into each one of those. I've done a jersey pretty much now for each one of those, other than Hannibal, I think, top of my head. But then it's like, well, actually, what else can we kind of say to them? Is it possible if we have a look at this one as well? Because it might be, although they have to run that flagpole, there might be people saying, no, we don't want nothing to do with that. Because they might be, again, it might be a movie that has another license approval above that they might not want to be involved. So it's kind of go that way. But yeah, we generally have a list, of the things that you want to do, and that's what we go for. And then anything else that kind of comes along with that, or they think that will work as well, they throw away as well. So it's kind of the way. So Optimus Prime jersey is coming. I'm working on it. Any chance of a quick stop re-release? Yes.
Yes.
Is the answer to that one at some point. I was having a conversation with one of Kevin's guys yesterday, and he was telling me how much he likes it all. So yeah, so laces or no laces. I love laces.
It's not really re-release. You're recoloring them.
Yeah, we're doing something different with it. So it's cool. Laces, no laces. I love lace jerseys, but I also like the new collars as well. So another question.
My problem with the laces is they're the first thing that wear out. Like if you wash a jersey
twice, they fade,
or you wear it long enough, they're kind of the first thing to fray.
Yeah, but it's just because of the material that they are, unfortunately.
Yeah.
What do you do with the prototypes of the jerseys that are never offered? Sean keeps them, or I have them. I have some of the prototypes. I have some samples of stuff that, like my Shredders jersey is completely different to the Shredder jersey that went on sale. It has actually massive huge patches. It's got proper like bowls like Shredder's got on his thing. Yeah, it's got proper shoulder patches. I think I've worn it on here before.
Someone on the fan group posted a question either yesterday or today. They asked if you guys are ever going to do any sales, because there are a lot.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Yeah, I saw that question today. Yeah, I don't know. That's a question for the boss, because there's got to be some stuff, but maybe I'll.
Like the Christmas jerseys from previous years, some of the older stock. Like you probably drop a sale on those when they move.
That's the other thing we've got coming as well. We've got there will be this year. I know there wasn't last year. We did Krampus, but there is new North Pole Knicks jersey, and I say jerseys coming. which look awesome.
I'm still pretty sure one of those is going to sell quite a bit.
Oh yeah,
more
one of them.
copies
Oh
than
yeah,
the
I
other
think so as well. But Alerian again done a fantastic job on that one. I passed that over because I keep ending up with the same results. So I was like, I'll have someone else have a dig at it and see what they can do. But Alerian did a fantastic job again. But it's good stuff. So what's that? So samples? No, we never offer the samples. They just generally sit with me and Sean things. Another question: do you accept design request suggestions? Suggestions, yes. We don't accept design. If you sent designs in, then not sound rude, but we have people that we have artists so that we talk to, and we have people that we talk to as well for design. So you can send it. Like John gives me suggestions, like, but you can put them on the fan group page. But I wouldn't generally take stuff if you post it. I'm trying to think of the word. If you sent me,
I don't usually send art. Art.
If you send me a design as a piece of artwork, say, oh look, this is an idea. Cool, and thank you very much for the effort and the chance. But I can't guarantee that it would ever be used. But then
it also makes things a little more complicated when it comes to actually making them. And
But if you sent a suggestion, like John sends suggestions stuff, then yeah, I'm open to those all the time. Best question on here though, well, not best question, one of my favourite questions: breakaway in OT, shoot or deep? I'm shooting top bins every time where the cookies are kept, because I'm shit at deaking, so I literally be a wrist shot top corner if I can make it. So, well, I had a few of those back when I played. So how much from source material you clean over and looking for inspiration? So here's one here. So I will pick one in a minute and then we'll go. So how much source material do you accumulate when looking for inspiration? And what is your favourite piece you've picked up while grabbing? Well,
I know that this one, because you guys are getting licenses for stuff, you get access to
I get access to asset banks, which is beautiful, because some of the stuff on there you go through and like, oh my god, like it's like a kid in a candy store. It's amazing. What did I pick up the other day? Some of the stuff in the Halloween asset bank was some of the photography for the original Halloween stuff, and that is beautiful. Black and white photography is amazing.
The G.I. Joe asset bank.
The G.I. Joe asset bank is a good one.
Bank.
The He-Man one's a treasure trove of awesomeness. Just go through that and find loads of like just brilliant things that you just like, oh my god, there's just stuff that like plays on your nostalgia. But yeah, so it's quite cool. So but then it's like with 2000 AD stuff. They send me reference to things. We've got some more 2000 AD stuff coming up as well. I forgot to mention that as well, actually. Judge Death jersey should be soon, and also I'm working on two others, which I think you've seen one of.
I've seen one,
which I got feedback for yesterday. So I've just got to rework one, but the other one I've got to finish building.
Funny thing is, it's not. The one I've seen and the Judge Death, I know those aren't the ones you really want to make. I know which one you really want to make. Yeah,
there's a few, but the thing is, I still love 2000 AD. It's really cool. Do you know what I mean? It's good to work on them. But again, like where they sent me stuff there, and they send me reference, and they send me links to asset bank of stuff, and it's like so much cool art, and you're like, oh my god, I remember all this stuff, and I get to go through all these things. It's like really like awesome pieces of artwork, and it's just fantastic. And the same with the Kevin Smith stuff. They send me all reference material and things, and like I've got screen grabs and movies and God knows what. And it's like go through it, and it's like this treasure trove of stuff. But again, that like obviously can't share that stuff because that's obviously theirs. But it's fun to go through and pick through it all and see all this cool stuff. With an NHL '94 base jersey, yeah, we can get a license from EA. Oh, I said it. I was trying not to say it. Right, sorry, I was just reading what someone said.
So of the questions that you asked, I picked three that
go on
were
then.
good.
Right, so you pick so John's going to pick out of those three which ones that. So we'll do the third best one, which gets a $25 gift voucher.
So I think that one should be the. Do you accept design requests?
Yeah. Who was that one?
You never actually gave a name. You just read the question.
Oh shit! I'm gonna find it now. Larry Reeves. There we go, Larry. So Larry Reeves wins $25 gift voucher. Dear, what's the bloody email address? Enquiries, isn't it?
Inquiries, yeah.
Oh God, I never remember it, but I'll do that in a minute. I always forget that email. I always put inquiries, not inquiries. Then yeah, so Larry, you've won $25 for your question. Gift voucher.
So the next one,
Congratulations.
because it made you so uncomfortable, which one is your favorite designer?
I forgot who that one was as well. Shit, where's that one? I've got to find the question now. Sorry, people. Oh, here we go. Oh, was that the same dude?
Was it?
That was the same dude asking the same questions. He can't win 2 prizes. Pick another one.
Okay, how about how do you pick your IP? The designers. How do you pick the companies that you want to do IPs for?
Yeah. Oh, Christ, where's that one gone? I really should have made a note of the names.
If it's Larry again, we're in trouble.
Larry, we've potentially just done Larry out of a free jersey and $50 voucher. Sorry, Larry. Here we go. No, that was someone else. So that was. There we go. You have one. It's Messen Gretz, I think it says. You have just one. You have one. Sorry, I'm doing this on fire. You have won a $50 voucher. One. There you go. Congratulations. And then the winner for a free jersey.
I only picked those 3. I picked the best 3, so maybe you want to
right.
pick one.
I'm gonna right. So it's 3-2. I'm gonna give it to Alexander for his deke or shoot question because that was an awesome question. There you go. Congrats everyone for the prizes. So if you all email, and I'm probably going to mess this up. Inquiries@geekyjerseys.com. If it's wrong, look on the fan book page. John will correct it for me because he knows the email. I always mess this one up. Yeah. So yeah, congratulations everyone. Well done for that. We haven't done that for a long time. It's been good fun.
So I have mentioned it before, but I think we really should get Sean on here one day.
Yes.
To do a live stream. For 10 years, I've only seen one picture of him, and I've never heard his voice.
Oh, I wonder if there's an excellent photo that he sent me ages ago of him wearing a jersey. It's so funny.
There's one that he did for an article that I
the 2000 AD article. Yeah, it's a brilliant photo. I love it. It's
like the only picture of him that I've seen, and I've shopped with this company for 10 years. I think I've even been speaking to him. Probably.
I always refer to him as Dr. Is it Dr. Mad out of Spectre Gadget?
Spectre Gadget.
Yeah, he just sits in the background, stroking the cat, managing things. I've asked him. We'll see. We might do it. Might do a Christmas special when he come on. And
he'll be wearing a Jurassic Park jersey.
Yeah, before everyone else. I'll have one for everyone else as well. Probably. Hopefully, he said he sent it to me. But yeah, possibly. That'd be a good one. But maybe we'll get a few people in as well, and we can do a round table thing. We'll see.
So I've got a couple of funny-ish questions or moral questions for you. Let's see if you can answer them.
Okay, and then we'll call it quits after that.
So first one, would you rather have flamingo legs or T-Rex arms?
Oh, flamingo legs, because then you can just avoid people. You can walk around people.
Would you rather go 50 years into the future or 50 years into the past?
I don't know. What would 50 years be for me? So that'd be 72. Probably in the past because it'd be quiet. It'd be like the 70s and 80s.
If you went 50 years into the future, you might actually see some of those designs that you haven't finished.
Yeah, but then it'd irritate me because I probably made them shit. So then I'd be like, no, they're rubbish. So Go in the past, live like go back then, start a band. Live
Yeah,
my
you
rock
could
dream.
call it "We Are Taylor Swift."
Yeah, yeah. It'd be
You just
like,
do all of her
no,
songs.
just be like who Taylor Swift. It'd be like that film Yesterday where everyone forgets the Beatles.
That's
And
a
then
beautiful movie.
it is a great movie. It's a great movie. They've got it.
Would you rather know how you're going to die or when you're going to die?
Oh, I don't know.
No answer?
No, I don't know. I don't know how to answer that one. That's a fucking random one. It's pretty morbid as well.
Okay. I got one that's funny and one that I hope you can answer.
Go on.
If you were in a field with an aluminum baseball bat, how many
Do you
10-year-olds...
mean an aluminium baseball bat?
No, because I'm
Aluminium.
North American.
Aluminium baseball bat.
If you were in a field with an aluminium baseball bat,
Yeah.
how many 10-year-olds with bicycle helmets could you take down before they get you?
Oh, loads. Absolutely loads. It'd be like that scene out of what's that M. Night Shyamalan movie where he's like, keep swinging, and like
Oh,
Racking
that's,
Phoenix.
science.
Yeah, Racking
Science.
Phoenix. It'd be like that. I'll just be like, I'll take it. As long as there's zombie kids with helmets. I can't kill real kids. Zombie kids. Let's say zombie kids with helmets.
All right, and the last one I got. You have a choice between a sum of money or world peace. How much money would it take for you to give up world peace?
I don't know. World peace would make everyone happy, wouldn't it? So, and I'm a people pleaser, so it'd be world peace.
That's not the question. The question is, how much is it to give up world
Oh, I
peace?
don't know. Couldn't put a value on it, I suppose. It'd be difficult to put a value on it. Testing my moral dilemmas. No, I don't know. I wouldn't really know. World peace would be the goal for everyone, wouldn't it? Money is
I like
always
to call the getting to more Andy.
money is always attainable if you work hard enough. But world peace is never attainable because people are assholes.
Yes, that is very true.
Simple answer to that, isn't it? Right, Tommy?
Since mankind invented the sharpened rock and pointed stick.
Yes. And then other idiots point them at people. Anyways, on a morbid note there. Good questions. But yeah, and so try and do another one of these in a few weeks. And I know I've said that before, and I will try and stick to it. We potentially were going to have a guest appearance from Jay today, but he's clearly not bothered. So
Yeah. Jay was gonna make an appearance, but Andy couldn't find an actor that looked enough like him.
Well, hang on. I'll phone him now, and I'll get him to speak to us all, so you know he's alive. You need the phone ringing. I bet he doesn't answer. He'll go to voicemail now.
It's hard to answer when you're buried in your back garden.
Hello.
Hello. Can you tell the world and John that you are still alive?
I'm still alive.
There you go.
I don't know.
He's on the phone.
If you are being held against your will, say, I'm fine and Andy is a good father.
I'm fine, and Andy's a good father.
All right. As soon as the stream is over, I'll send the police your way.
Thank you.
Cool. All right. I'll catch you later.
All right, see
See
you
you later.
later.
Bye bye.
All right.
Yeah.
We'll buy that as proof for now.
Yes. He'll be on the next one. He was eating his dinner when we did this. I was like, come on, man. You said you'll come on. Right. Anyways, people. We'll oh, did I just show his number to everyone as well? Possibly. Might have to edit that out. Yeah. So we will can reconvene this in a few weeks, and I'll show you some more designs. Maybe a Jurassic Park design, depends. We'll see. But cheers, everyone. Bye bye.
See you later.
Right. And then let's